Hey everybody, welcome to
Saki Dooby.
Welcome back everybody. Episode number 2 of us tying everything together from Hollywood to politics to sex trafficking. They're all involved, they're all in cahoots, and they all know each other. Secret societies for days. Anyway, stay tuned, check it out. We're going to tie it all back. You're going to be surprised, shocked, and you know who the culprit is. You just don't know it yet. Hey everybody, we're back here. Saki Toomey. I'm here with my girl T-Bot.
Hey, hey.
And we are back with the second episode, the second installment of this saga, how we're going to tie all this together.
What a shit show.
This is the big one, though.
Wow.
This is the one you've been waiting for.
This is the one.
Jeffrey Epstein was a slob.
Whore.
Slob.
Slut.
Pig.
Whatever else you want to think about. Pedophile. Just awful, man.
Debaucherous fuck.
Awful, 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 man.
He was awful, and that makes Ghislaine
just as worse.
Just as bad,
yep.
If not worse.
If not worse.
She was so fucking insecure. What a little slut.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't call what she did insecure by any means.
She was a lesbian.
Whatever she was.
She was a lesbian.
I mean, I don't even sure if that you can call her that. She was a monster. Did. No, she was a monster.
I just called her a lesbian.
I know. But she had men, too. So it wasn't like she was just one. She was both.
No, she hung on to Epstein like grim death.
Yeah, that is
Which
true.
Isn't far off.
That is true. Yeah, two horrible people. Horrible people.
That being said, they were friends with the Clintons, which ties us back to the last episode.
Yep.
Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein were known associates.
Mm-hmm.
They did things. Why?
I don't know.
What does Jeffrey Epstein have that Bill Clinton doesn't?
Maybe the power to get anybody he wanted the way he wanted because Clinton couldn't do it? I don't know.
Bill Clinton was the goddamn president of the United States.
That doesn't mean anything.
I'm sorry. It may not mean anything in politics, but it means everything as stature.
Okay.
If you're the president of the United States,
you have something to uphold. I understand, but
uphold.
Well, because you're the president.
You got mega pull.
Well,
you got street cred like nobody's business.
Yeah, but someone's pulling your strings too. Don't think it's all him.
Yeah, they.
They.
And we're going to get to they. We'll get to they.
We'll get to they.
Anyway.
Yeah, Clinton was a piece of work too.
He had his role, and like we said in the last episode, he pops up everywhere.
He does. Surprisingly.
He pops up everywhere.
Yep.
Every documentary you watch, he pops up in it.
I mean, not only did he have the Monica Lewinsky thing, he has all kinds of stuff connected to him.
Well, the dude's a stud. Let's admit
okay, that's not.
Come on.
No.
The guy can play the saxophone. He's good looking. He speaks well.
Okay.
I mean, and he's charming.
What?
That's all you need.
Okay. Nope.
All of a sudden, girls have their pants off.
Okay.
It's a true story.
I don't think that's entirely true, but there are girls that did that, but I don't think he's attractive, and that wouldn't do anything for me. But, yep, I can see the
If he walked up to you right now and said, hey, I'm Bill Clinton. Can I play some sax for you?
Nope.
Do you want to have some sax? What would you say?
I'd say, yes, you could play the saxophone for me, but we're not having sax.
You want to wet my whistle?
God.
Yeah. So I don't even really understand how they were ever tied into the Epsteins.
I don't either.
And no one will really say anything about it.
It's very hard to find out that information, obviously.
Because every documentary says the same thing.
Over and over, but doesn't really touch on the real reason and how they got to be friends.
No, it makes you believe one thing.
Yes, I'll give you that.
He did this. Yes, he's a bad dude.
Right.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
What a perv.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Moving on to the next person.
Yeah, trying to figure out the relationship between Epstein and Clinton. You get stonewalled.
Yes.
You can't get any information on it.
Nope.
So we are completely freeballing this.
We are.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have my underwear off. Balls are flowing in the wind, and I'm just shooting it right from the hip.
It's not attractive.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Bill Clinton went to the island several times.
Several times.
Who goes to the island with any other, ideology than I'm going to have sex with an underage girl? Wasn't that what the island was for?
I don't know that entirely was the reasoning. I mean, that was the reasoning, but maybe he didn't know the first time he went there that was going to happen. But I think the second, third, fourth, and 100th time, probably, yes. I don't know.
How the hell does this Jeffrey Epstein become so prevalent that he's able to buy an island himself anyway.
You know what? I read somewhere that he got into some people when he was younger, and it just grew from there.
Then let's go there.
It just grew from there.
This is one of the key moments here,
Yeah.
folks. The Dalton School.
The Dalton School. Yeah. He was a little weird there too.
Well, he never finished college.
No.
And he says it in the deposition.
Yes.
That he's never finished college.
Nope.
He's only he had 2 years. How do you become a teacher at such a prevalent school in New York City, such as the Dalton School?
Guess it's just who you know.
Really?
I'm thinking that's who you know.
Well, somebody put him there.
Yeah. Someone put him there.
Who was it?
I don't know. I don't know who put him there. But listen.
It's the one that becomes they.
Yeah, they.
Well, it's not they, but it's they's father. His name was Donald Barr.
Okay.
Donald Barr recommended Jeffrey Epstein to become a teacher at the Dalton School.
Forgot about that man. Yes. Forgot about him.
And so Jeffrey Epstein becomes a teacher and begins to make friends with all the top-notch people in New York City.
Correct. That's how it all started.
Then he becomes this fake-ass hedge manager, hedge fund manager.
Right.
And all of a sudden, he won't take any clients that don't have at least $1 billion to invest.
Can you imagine? I mean, God.
That guy does not look like he knows how to talk well enough to do that.
No, but somehow it worked. Look at him. Look what he did. I mean, look what he had. And then what happened? Then he started the whole pedophile crap.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not how that happened. But I see where you're going with it.
Okay. It was already happening.
No, it probably wasn't happening at that point.
It was happening in the schools, in the Dalton schools.
There is no way to confirm nor deny that.
Correct, but
So I want to make sure that we are not saying that that's where it happened because we don't know.
But there was something that I read that he was called a hebephile, that he didn't like girls until they had their braces off. So what does that tell you?
Well, I can have braces at 36.
Okay, young girls.
Well, I'm also not a girl, but I'm just saying.
Yes.
What if a girl had her braces off at 36? He doesn't like her till she gets her braces off?
I don't know.
And then she has the nicest smile, so he's so attracted to her? Like, what's a hebephile?
That's
the first I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, that's what association was calling it. Some investigators are calling him that in this article that I read. They were calling him a hebephile.
You need to have full-on fact. Yeah, well, tell me who the investigators were.
It didn't say any names. It just said investigators were saying that.
Let's get on. He started at the Dalton School.
Yes.
Which is one of the most prestigious schools in New York City.
Dr. Anna Salter, who examined countless sex offenders in her work, says Epstein is more accurately labeled a hebephile, someone who's, I'm attracted to 11 to 14-year-olders.
I am literally going to look up hebephile right now.
A detective who investigated Epstein said he lost interest in girls when their braces came off.
I'm going to look up hebephile right now.
Okay, yeah.
And I guarantee you FBI is at my door in like 2 minutes.
I don't think so. Dude, I don't think so. It's common knowledge. It was on the internet.
That doesn't make it right.
Well, listen.
Nothing on the internet is right. Hebephilia is the strong, persistent sexual interest by adults in pubescent children who are in early adolescence, typically ages 11 to 14, and showing Tanner stages 2 to 3 of physical development. I don't know what Tanner stages are either. I'm assuming that's puberty.
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, maybe.
It differs from pedophilia, the primary or exclusive sexual interest in prepubescent children.
Oh.
So they're tweens.
So they're
tweens.
So there's different names for different. Wow.
Dude, this is a long way around that.
Oh, wow.
And I'm sorry I had to say all of that out loud.
Yeah.
Because it made me want to vomit in my own mouth.
Me too. He was just a sick man. Sick man.
I've never heard of this term in my life.
Neither did I.
Nor did I even know they categorized it.
It's awful.
Jesus Christ.
He was awful man. Awful.
He was an awful man, but that's not what we're talking about.
That's not what we're talking about.
No. Jesus Christ. Now you got me all off track. We were talking about him.
How he got all his money.
He got all his money from extorting money, basically, from billionaires.
Yes.
And he did it well.
He did it very well.
He doesn't look like a guy that can talk.
No, he doesn't, actually.
He looks like a guy that, well, it's hard to say now because I already know who he is, or I think I know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
I never met him. I never had the chance to talk to him, so I can't really speak out of experience. But looking at him and knowing what I know really clouds my judgment on him. But I swear to God, if none of this happened, I still would have looked at him and was like, there's something wrong with that guy.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with that guy.
I mean,
Something ain't right.
although he seemed to be a decent looking man, there was just something off about him.
He's got those eyes where it's like, what is he thinking?
Right.
What's he going to do next?
Right.
Do I have to be on guard? Do I have to be ready to fight?
Right.
Like I might have to fight this guy. The way he's looking at me.
Right.
He's looking at me because he wants to take my pants off.
Oh, boy.
Perv.
Oh, wow. Yes, he had that huge, huge playhouse mansion that everyone would go to.
He had several of them.
Yeah.
Paris, Palm Beach, the island, New York. I think he had one in L.A. also.
Okay. I know. Wasn't the most popular one, though, called the island? Is that what a lot of the parties went to?
No. That's where all the parties went to, yes. All the gross parties.
Yeah.
We're going to get into that in a minute.
Okay.
He had a lot of parties, but he was able to sweet talk everybody.
Yeah.
And then he met Ghislaine.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up buying the house in Palm Beach because of Ghislaine. And it was the way to get people in and out.
Yeah. He was her associate to get to work. They worked together.
Oh, God, I forget now. Shit. He was introduced by the woman. No, it doesn't matter. I'll add it in later. They met, and this is after Ghislaine's father died.
Okay.
And that whole relationship, Ghislaine and her father, that was weird.
That was weird, too.
That was weird.
Yeah.
It was like she was clearly having sex with her father.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
Clearly.
It was just a little weird.
She was stuck on him like white on rice.
Yeah. I mean, I know fathers love their daughters, but that was a little much.
And then when he died.
Yeah.
Well, by died, I mean murdered.
Okay.
For bad investments.
Okay.
She had no one.
Right. And so she
found Epstein.
Yeah.
And then she did whatever she could to please him.
Mm-hmm.
So she was his gopher.
Yep, pretty much.
And that's why they were never married. And that's why the whole thing worked.
Yeah.
She wanted to be taken care of, which she was.
Mm-hmm.
And she would do anything for him, which he wanted.
Right.
It's a marriage made in heaven.
Pretty much.
Well, hell, actually, but...
Yeah, they were both going to hell.
Yeah, that's how that went. So here's Ghislaine helping out Jeffrey Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Clintons come in. Oh, man.
Right.
Two of the biggest, most powerful, most influential people in the world are here. And now they know the Maxwells and the Epsteins.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap. There's only one other person that can even make this better. Somebody of royalty.
Right. Prince
Andrew.
Yes.
Who became friends with Epstein also.
Right.
So now here we go.
Oh, boy.
Is there anybody that can beat them?
I don't think
That's like LeBron, Kobe, and Michael Jordan on the same team. We're going to take a quick break right here. We'll be back right after this.
Are you suffering from high-quality podcasts? You see, quality podcasts stimulate parts of your brain, leading to an irksome condition called thinking. But suffer no more, my friend. Introducing Discount Storytime's blend of fictional nonsense and rancid gibberish to provide soothing relief. Try Discount Storytime today. Available on most podcast catchers and at discountstorytime.com.
Consult your healthcare provider before listening to Discount Storytime. Not intended to treat unicyclitis, pickleball liver, or jittering expectations.
You know what? I'll give you that one. I will give you that one.
That's like LeBron, Kobe, and Michael Jordan playing in the WNBA. That's how that is.
Yeah. That whole scenario. Wow.
What are you going to do there?
I don't even know. I don't even know that. I just, the whole thing, I don't know. I'm speechless sometimes when it comes to the whole thing. And the documentaries that are out there, oh my gosh.
Epstein was able to finagle everything from everybody.
Yes.
Somehow, some way.
Yep.
And the more you read into it, you have to read into it. And even that is not honest.
No.
So I'm taking everything I've gotten or received or researched off the internet.
Correct.
As true.
Right.
Which we all know the internet is not true.
Could be not. Right.
I'm also connecting my own dots, opinion-wise, and as intellectual as I can, because I have an IQ of like 68. All right? Just saying. Saying it out loud. I'm not a smart man.
Okay. Oh, my.
But these guys would hang out and be photographed together.
Yes.
They would be photographed together.
Right.
Which at the time they thought, hey, why not?
Oh, yeah. Big party. Let's do it. Let's photograph,
I'm Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
I'm Jeffrey Epstein.
I'm Prince Andrew. Woo.
Hey, look at me. We're big shots. Hey, okay. All of a sudden, bam.
All of a sudden, everyone starts coming forward.
And it was because Epstein keeping blackmail tabs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he's doing.
Yep.
And they got tired of it.
Yeah.
And that's why they
Did
rubbed
he
him out.
really think this was going to go on forever? I mean, someone was going to come out and say something. I mean, he led a great life. Think about all the things he did. And did he, in the back of his head, really think he was going to get away with this the rest of his life?
I think he did.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, someone was going to crack. Someone was going to do it. I mean, these poor girls that were led onto this.
I asked Casey the same thing last episode. I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to ask Keebler the same thing also. When is it your fault? Where's the line?
I was just going to say, these poor girls that were led onto this island under a disguise of, okay, I'm being led on to help him out. He's my boss or he's a friend or whatever. And then Gazelle comes in and says,
It's Ghislaine.
Ghislaine comes in and says, well, you can give him a massage or take your robe off or do whatever. And then, okay, so the girls are a little taken aback, whatever. But then you come back again and again and again. And I'm sorry. When do you think this is not right? And when do you say, is this my fault?
And when do you lose your voice in that, saying, hey, this guy did this to me?
Yes.
Well, you kept going back so he could.
And so these women are traumatized, but come on, I get it. That's an awful thing to have anything happen, but you kept going back.
And that's the whole point of this. It's an awful thing that happened in the first place.
Yes.
And the man was a disgusting bastard.
Disgusting.
He was a pig.
Right.
He's not right. I'm not crediting him at all.
Right.
That's awful.
Right.
But if you continue to go back, at what point is it your fault?
Yeah. At what point?
At what point does everybody else have to look at you and be like,
hello?
Seriously, dude?
What are you doing?
Really?
Yeah.
You knew this was going to happen.
And these
you
women
kept doing it?
Right. And
That's insanity.
these women are traumatized.
Thank you.
And then, I'm going back to Prince Andrew too. He denied everything. He sat.
Hold on. We're going to get into him in a minute. You're right.
Okay.
I want to get into Ghislaine first.
Okay.
Ghislaine was a lesbian.
Yeah.
She was a lesbian.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I think she was just a sad soul. Sad.
I think she was screwed up because of her father.
Agree.
And I think that because of that, she latched on to anything she could feel was her father.
And that was Epstein.
And so she just convinced herself. But I think deep down, she was also, because she was in the time growing up that you couldn't say anything.
No.
Like you couldn't come out.
Right. You
couldn't identify yourself as anything like you can now.
Right.
Which is fantastic, by the way.
Yes, agree.
But you couldn't do that then. And I'm saying, I think Ghislaine was actually a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
She was a lesbian because of what her father did.
Okay. Yep.
But she needed the reassurance.
Yeah.
And the affirmation from somebody, from a man like her father would give her. So she clung to Epstein.
So she felt loved and appreciated and needed.
And that's also why she did what she did.
Mm-hmm.
She would go lure these girls in.
Yeah.
She'd bring them in.
Mm-hmm.
She'd let you, she'd be like, go touch Jeffrey's feet.
Yeah.
Go make sure he's happy.
Yeah.
Then she'd sneak up behind him, start touching their breasts and fingering them and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, you're a lesbo.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that's not really the best term to use.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, girl, come on. Spit it straight.
Right.
Like, don't sugarcoat it.
Right.
You like girls.
Yep.
That's cool.
Cool.
No problem with that.
Right.
Don't act like you're so in love with Jeffrey Epstein when you're luring these girls in to be damaged.
Yes.
By this gross monster. You're a bigger monster than he is.
Yeah.
For doing this.
Agree.
And then the girls they actually lured in and gave the $200 that refused it, they used them to recruit girls to come in also.
Yes.
And give them $200 for not even being groped or touched.
Yes.
That's just a sick pyramid. It's just crazy.
Crazy.
It's nuts. Jeffrey Epstein is burning in hell as we speak.
If that. I mean, come on.
Dude,
there's no place for him down in hell. I'm sorry.
Somebody said that the other day, and they were like, oh, that'll save a seat for her. I was like, I wouldn't even do that. No, fuck that shit.
Mm-mm.
If she came and tried to sit next to me in hell, I'm kicking that chair out. That's what I'm doing. Right on your ass, you stupid bitch.
I'm surprised she's still honestly alive. I don't know what kind of cushy place she's in, but
she's in a cushy place.
That's bullshit too.
Because she's ratting on people.
Yeah, it's bullshit too.
That's how that
works.
probably how Diddy is going down.
Oh, probably.
She's probably part of the problem.
You know what?
Save yourself.
Save yourself, but let's bring everybody else down. Agree.
Hey, look, if you're already done, and you do this stuff with other people, and the other people are fucking clamming up and not saying anything and not standing up for you or whatever, fucking knock him down a peg.
Well, again, we called out Prince Andrew. He just awful. He denied the whole thing when asked these questions.
And it's funny because in that entire thing, he's like, I don't do public displays of affection, and we're not allowed to be photographed ever.
I was
and I'm like,
dying.
You're not allowed to be photographed ever. Yet this guy, a pedophile, has 2 intimate photos of you.
Right.
Without you knowing.
Come on.
You have this crowd of security around you. And this guy got 2 photos?
Right.
Fuck you, Andrew.
Exactly.
Fuck you.
Right.
You're a lying sack of shit.
Right. Oh, then he says, I don't recall that picture being taken. I don't really remember.
I gave him a pass on that.
Fair enough.
Because sometimes you don't remember, and maybe he was in such a haze, he doesn't remember being taken.
I will give
That's totally
true. It happens all the time.
Possible.
I remember. Yeah, totally remember. But when
you knew the night you were there, though, you knew what was happening, and before you got so hazy, you knew that could possibly happen.
Exactly.
So yeah, maybe you don't remember the picture being taken, but you remember the goddamn series of events that happened.
Exactly.
And you want to sit there and deny it? Come on, Andrew. Well, this is why you're not king.
And then like
this is why you'll never be king.
And then when they had that party that Epstein threw for him after being in jail, when he was asked why he went back and why he stayed friends with him, I don't know. His answer was so vague. I didn't really.
He wanted to break up with him. He wanted to break up the man crush. And he's like, I went there to tell him face to face.
Okay.
But you stayed there for 4 days? The fucking
it was a 4-day breakup. I was wondering if I really should do it or not.
And that was the walk in the park. Think about it. They had a walk in the park as he's breaking up with him.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I can't be seen with you anymore because I'm royalty and, you're not. But but Ghislaine is my friend.
Oh, right.
It's all about Ghislaine, not you.
It's all about Ghislaine. She's a little, I don't know. This whole pyramid or whatever we're calling it is just down a rabbit hole, and it's just going and going and going and going. The people that were associated with him and went to the island and went to Paris and wherever else he had places, it is just unbelievable. And it's funny because you can't really research and find anything. So everything is so buried.
Of course it is. It's a secret society.
Of course it is.
And like the Illuminati or the Masons or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's like free speech. It doesn't really exist.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
That being said, here we go with the podcast.
Here we go.
Oh, come on, fucktards.
Here we go.
Just give me a pass. I know what's going on. I'll shut the fuck up.
Right. Yeah. Unbelievable.
And it's all over the place. And next episode that's coming up, because we're about at 2010 at this point with all the timelines.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Because the last time, according to Prince Andrew, the last time he spoke to Epstein was 2010. What happened in 2010?
That was the big party.
No. It was the big party, yes. Yeah. But what else happened in 2010? The Haitian earthquake.
Oh, right.
And the very first episode I started with was to get people to know Laura Silsby.
That's right. That is right.
And that's what the next episode is going to be about.
Okay. That is right.
Laura Silsby is tied to
Clinton. We did talk about that. You're right.
I told you, like, Clinton is tied to every single person in this.
Right. It is weird.
But there's somebody that's tied to even more. There's only one person in this entire thing that Clinton is not tied to that I can tell. I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he is. I don't know. I haven't been able to prove it.
Okay.
And that's Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, yes.
It's the only one I can't put Clinton with.
I don't think he was. I think it was a separate. Harvey Weinstein's another piece of shit, but that's a whole different story.
Harvey Weinstein is also tied to the person that's tied to all of these people. That's why Clinton fell from number 1 to number 2.
Okay.
And that's how we tie it back to Hollywood.
All right.
And that's how we tie everything together.
Okay.
The next episode is on Laura Silsby.
All right.
The young woman from Idaho.
Yep, I remember.
That
we talked about her.
Tried to kidnap 33 kids from Haiti after a fake earthquake.
Oh, that's right. We're talking about the fake earthquake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still a little sketchy on that one, but
7.2 earthquake only wrecks one city.
Okay.
What?
Well.
What?
Okay. Well, that's
What?
something we need to talk about because I'm not really sure how someone could fake an earthquake. But hey, you never know. I'm
Listen,
not
you can
ruling
fake
it
an
out.
earthquake by blowing everything up and telling everybody on TV that it was an earthquake.
Yeah, but the
That's how you
whole
fake it.
earthquake is as everything shaking. That's different. If you want to blow everything up, that's not.
Were you there?
Was it not? No, I was
Then how
not
do you
there.
know?
Oh, I felt that earthquake that happened a little while ago, and everything went weird.
That's when the barge hit the bridge, where the containers went missing, full of fucking children from Haiti
No,
that went to Diddy's house in Miami. Yeah.
Okay. Stop.
Okay. All right. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. That's what happened. You know it. You know that's where this is going.
Oh my
You know that's how
gosh.
it's going to get tied back. Diddy's house is ransacked and invaded and searched, and they find those thousands of bottles of fucking baby oil.
I can't with you.
And then,
You're going off.
the very next day, a barge hits a bridge, 300 yards of open water in front of it, and it loses power for 8 minutes and hits the one pylon.
I got it.
And then they can't find the black box, and there's cargo missing off it. Okay, all right. I said this in the beginning. I said this months ago. I said it when they were invading Diddy's house that this is a ploy. Smoke and mirrors. Something's not right. I said it then. I'm saying it now. I mean, going back on it. This is fucking real. What I'm saying is real.
Oh boy.
Really blows my skirt up. I'll tell you that for free.
Oh man.
Anyway, we're at the end.
Well, this has been a good one.
Yeah, you better hope so. Because if we have to redo it again, like we did the last couple episodes, or at least the last episode, it took us like 4 tries.
Well, that's because there was technical issues on your part.
Was it really on my part?
I think it was.
You should question that.
I think it was.
All right. Anyway, everybody, we're at the end. And as always, be good.
Saki Doomy.
Hey, everybody. It's Dedo. Thanks for checking out the show today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to us. We can hook up, interact. You can tell us what you like about the show. Talk about what you don't like about the show. Give us information and insight. We'd appreciate it. We only want to make the show better for you guys. Also, if you get a chance, head over to sumassembly.net. That's our sponsor, and you could really use some business. All right? As always, everybody, be good.
Saki Doomy.